Good morning, you sexy mother lovers. What's going on? Mix coming at you. NJ Morning Drive. Now also on Instagram, NJ Morning Drive. So, guys, uh, last couple of days, this whole case with Jussie Smollett, right? Um, I'm not saying that the guy is guilty. I'm not saying that he's innocent. But some of the things that he said during that interview, I think set him up for failure. I think the guy is a very talented actor. And again, in our country, we have basically the presumption of innocence into proven guilty. But I think some of the things, that he said about, this is MAGA country and that he was abused and who would do that, I think put him in a really, really bad space, man. Um, I think that if he is guilty of basically paying these two guys off to stage this crime, he's going to be single handedly responsible for setting back the struggle between obviously, white nationalists and white supremacists with minorities. First of all, in my life, I have never had an encounter with someone that has been offensive to me to to basically, there are ignorant people. I work in an industry that you constantly talk to people every day over the phone, and so people sometimes make assumptions. I have people said to me, oh, you know what part of Mexico are you from, or where, like, stupid things like that. But that's just prejudice and sometimes ignorance, and even just curiosity, because people might hear a foreign accent, and they would basically they want to know. They think that, what, if I'm not speaking to an American, I don't want to talk to you. I actually have people say that to me. If you're not in this, if you're not in the U.S., I don't want to talk to you, and they hang up the phone. So the thing with Jesse is that if he's basically guilty of this crime, of basically staging this whole thing, he's gonna set a really, really bad precedent. And that precedent is that if in the future someone of color gets harassed or gets attacked by someone that is using, let's say, like the hats, the MAGA hats, or a white supremacist or a white nationalist, people are going to start looking at it, even if it's true. People are going to start to look at it like, you know what? Is this guy lying like the other guy? And so I think that he has actually done a really, really bad disservice to people. And I mean overall, like, we really can look through this whole situation through the lens of, oh, he did a disservice for the black people, or for, Hispanics or whatever. He did a disservice for victims of crimes overall. Um, Even the police chief, said there was something that basically gave him reasonable suspicion to know that he did it, and that was because he identified the two guys on the picture. They each showed him, I guess, a footage of the two guys, and he automatically says, "Yeah, that's the two of them," even before they had released any information. So you see, a lot of times people basically don't think about, and again, it goes back to basically consequences of your actions. You know, let's just say that allegedly he did it and he's guilty. People do a lot of things for a lot of different reasons, man. They do it for the ego. They want to basically feel like they're important. They do it for attention. They do it for whatever the case might be. But in his case, because he basically is this well-known actor, he's got this platform. He, you know, basically stained the credibility of other people that might come forward when they are the victims of a crime, especially when you get attacked by another person. And, the way that you'll be able to identify that person, you say, oh, you know what? They were basically saying that I was a spick, that I was a nigger, that I was this, or I was that. Whatever the case might be. And so I think that If he did it, it comes to a point that he's probably gonna have to, put into a balance and say, listen, do I come out and just say, you know what, yeah, I did it, I'm guilty, this is the reason why I did it, or do you keep fighting and then eventually they're gonna find out exactly what happened? And I don't think it will make sense. I think that people are more forgiving. I mean, you fucked up. Let's be honest. If you did this, brother, like you fucked up, and he's gonna put you in a really bad spot. But if you did it, man, you know what? Do you have enough shit on top of you right now? Just come out and say, hey, listen, it is what it is. This is the reason why it happened. This is why I did it. But stop fighting it because it just looks worse. And every day that comes up, every day that goes on, it just gets worse and worse and worse. I personally, when I saw the interview that he had with the anchor from Good Morning America, I can't remember her name. I think her last name is Robin, or her name is Robin. When he was talking to her, I was like, man, some of the things don't make sense. He said that this guy came to him and said, this is MAGA country, nigga, and punch him in the face. And he punched the guy right back. You don't strike me like a guy that would do that. You're an actor. That might be, you could do that in a movie. But in a real life situation, you're walking, someone walks up to you and punches you in the face. You are not going to automatically just like react to punching the person in the face. You understand what I'm saying? Like, your brain is gonna go into what the fuck just happened. And then you might say, okay, no, no, fuck you, we're gonna fight. But this whole thing, man, like, the interview, and when he was saying, like, who does that? Uh, and he's crying. This dude is an actor. And I heard, Joe Rogan say something. He was, that there is an inherently, you know, problem in Hollywood with actors that they have these egos. They feel like they're very, that they're very powerful, that they basically need attention. They need to look at them. And so the truth is gonna come out regardless, one way or the other. So I think that he basically just should just come out and say, hey, listen, I fucked up, I did it, it is what it is. But don't bury yourself even more, because all you're doing basically now is, now you're fighting the allegations. Now you got a check that he gave to these guys. It's just okay. They call that circumstantial evidence, but it gets to a point that you have enough circumstantial evidence that the circumstantial evidence will fucking bury you, and there is no way that you can basically get out of it. And right now, even if he was tried, he's gonna be found guilty because he is already guilty in the court of public opinion. So, bro, just come out, say that you did it. I think that the fallout for this is gonna be that he's gonna lose his job, which it looks like it's a very lucrative job. I think that he was making, or he's making $60,000 per episode. So supposedly, a season will give you about $1 million. Man, that's bread, that's money. That's not bad at all. But you just basically put yourself in that situation. That's a really bad situation, man. So I'm also wondering, like, how the cast members of the show, like, what are their opinions? Obviously, you don't know what they're thinking, but I think that at this point, what is gonna happen is that his character is gonna be killed off the show. I know a little bit about the show because my wife watches the show. She's a fan. She likes the show. I personally, like I said before, I don't like watching a lot of TV, but that's something that she likes to do. So when she's doing it, I gotta do it. Feel me? Um, but yeah, man, this is not looking good for this dude. Not looking good at all. So anyway, guys, today's Friday, day off. We're gonna be going to visit family up in CT later on. Little road trip this weekend. I'm gonna take a long ass weekend. You know what I'm saying? Oh, camera basically is falling off. I don't know what the hell's going on. But yeah, man, gonna spend some time with the family, have some fun, guys. I hope you like the video. Tell me know what you think. Comment down below. Um, it's not looking good. It's just not looking good. New glasses, a little bit different look. No hat. The weather is like 40 degrees today, man. So it's gonna be good. It's clear. Um, so anyway, guys, yeah. Well, I would like to welcome Madeline to the channel as a subscriber. Madeline, thank you for your subscription. Also, shout out to Cliff from Shoot the Shit. Thanks, brother, for subscribing. You can now find me on Instagram at NJ Morning Drive. Um, so again, guys, I hope you like the videos. I hope you have a great day. If you have any comments, any questions, anything at all, let me know. Subscribe. It's appreciated for you guys to basically, support the channel. And have a great day. Thank you for watching. NJ Morning Drive. Peace. Have a great day, guys. Bye.